It's now time for another Diva Glitz lifestyle vlog. So, hey, how are you all? I hope you are doing good. So, I am starting this vlog. As always, I'm never fixed up. I think to myself, I really want to do a vlog where I'm together already. But I always seem to start it when I'm getting ready. So, no point being fake and pretending. So I'm here as I am. So right now, what has happened to me is I used this yesterday. It's a chemical peel and it's very, very strong, and it's 80% lactic acid, right? So it's a peel. So my skin has peeled a bit down here. I just done a clay mask just now, but what I'm finding is my skin broke here and here. So it's broken a few places, but it wasn't like that yesterday. Like, it's peeled a bit down here. So what I'm going to do is some more research on chemical peels. It's not so bad, but I don't know if it's supposed to like scar my face like this. And it's peeling on my nose a bit here. But what I think happened is I didn't wash it off. It's not easy the next day. I normally use a face wash, and I think that's where I went wrong. Not because I was being neglectful of myself. It's just that it was my son's birthday yesterday. So I was feeling a little bit stressed up because I have 2 birthdays within 4 days, and that is my son and my daughter. And that's something I cannot get away from. And it's a blessing in disguise, yeah, but still at the same time, I'm very upset about the situation because I've got to plan 2 birthdays within 4 days, 4 days apart, even though I plan it throughout the year. Like, it's not just that I don't plan it beforehand, but I still find myself feeling very stressed. And then my birthday's on the 17th of March, so that's near to theirs as well. So I wasn't really paying much attention to myself and what I had done to my skin, because like I said, I was feeling stressed. So now I've got to get it back on track, even though I know, and this was a spot and it's repairing that, but I really think it looks worse than what it is. The skin is red in areas and it's broken. Like I said, I will repair that again for it to come back to itself. But the skin has to be hydrated every day in order for it to be okay. Oh, there's no way I can leave it dry, So what I'm going to do now is put on some coconut oil, because coconut oil is definitely a repairer, a healer to the skin. And it's a lot. And then I'm going to use a cleanser to wash it off. But I'm going to leave it on for maybe an hour. I'm going to get dressed because it's very oily, but my skin needs it. Especially at the side here. I love coconut oil. And today the vlog really is about me just, again, resetting. I like doing my resetting because I need to do it often, because I'm in my soft girl era at the moment and learning to be more gentle with myself, where before it was a lot to do with striving and the old self was still there. And obviously I'm on my spiritual journey. Spiritual journey is a journey. So we say journey because we don't ever know when the journey's going to end, and if it does ever have to end, because it's about knowing the self. Yes. So I love it, and I'm getting to understand it a lot more, because I was conditioned to basically image other people. And it was something that was a humongous blockage, I call it. A blockage is when you need to heal from beliefs and suppression, depression, and just basically being held back from who you are. So I had to continuously keep understanding the images that I kept seeing every single day. And when I mean voices, I mean in the way of, is it my voice speaking to me? Is it the past that conditioned me? So I have to, me now, this is what I do. I'm not speaking for anyone else when I'm talking. I have to recondition that situation because I understand who I want to be. And I'm always striving to become her. And when I don't see it every day, I'm still striving to become her. A lot of people say, why don't you give up? But no, it's a part of my practice. So this is what I do for myself. So when I step aside for maybe 2 hours to 3 hours to work on her, then this is what I'm incorporating. So this is my time to work on me. Yes. So when I'm in the mirror and I'm doing my skin, I've got the time to speak to myself about situations that are changing. And a lot of beautiful things have changed for me again, you know, and all the different areas of my life have been more organized and more structured. Whereas before, I was running around building on my life to basically um, self-care myself and self-love myself. Self-love, I'm still doing more because I've got my self-love planner, but I need to incorporate that more because it's a lot to do with time and putting structures in play, putting systems in place as well. This is where I'm at as well, putting systems in place for my life because I've basically found a lot of myself, whereas I now can put, like, not um, in stone systems, but some type of system where it's more of a soft system for me, where I'm not feeling so stressed out. But briefly, as I want to say is, it's taken myself a long time because I was easily brainwashed. That's what I can put it down to, not really understanding it, because I used to turn the other cheek when I was younger because I didn't want to get involved in any type of arguments with people. I never used to speak as well because I just wanted to be a peaceful person. But what I'm finding out about myself, I just gave my power away. Yes. And what it was is I was around people that just like to fight. Yeah. So this is why I decided that I don't want to be rude and aggressive and I want to turn the other cheek. And it served me because people left me alone, but they didn't leave me alone in the way where they were trying to lead me. They were trying to get me to image them, but I never realized they were doing that. I just knew within myself that I had decided that I just want to be peaceful. So that's why I say it served me, but it backfired on me because it made me internalize not knowing this, imaging other people, because they were leading me and they shouldn't have been doing that. So their ways got inside of me and I didn't understand. That's what happened to me. So then I wasn't really formed into me because I was conditioned to say, hey, you listen to this person, you listen to this person, and when they tell you you cannot, you must do as you're told. So growing up, this continuously kept happening to me, to when it got to a point where these people were making me ill. And I ended up getting severely unwell. And then I wasn't walking in my truth. I wasn't able to make enough money. I wasn't living in my talents. I wasn't living in my skills. And all the things I saw of myself on my spiritual walk was that's someone that could have done a lot of greatness. That's someone that could have lived like this. That's someone that could have gone and traveled in so much different places. That's someone that could have built this. And I saw a lot of myself. I'm not going to go into everything I saw of myself that I would have been had I been being around models, not catwalk models, but a model that was able to help me flourish in my talents and my gifts. because I was very intelligent. When I see myself growing up, but I was numbed down because of these people around. They are in their reality, not trying to work on themselves to see their greatness. I'm going to stop really here, but I'm going to say one thing. Look at yourself and write down all of your strengths. Yes, we all have weaknesses, and yes, we need to build on them. Like I'm building on some weaknesses that I should have looked at, but don't look at them for too long. Look at your strengths. Your strengths will bring a lot in for you. Don't spend too much time looking at your weaknesses. I was led to believe, because it was a psychological situation, and I believe it was a setup that happened to me as well, because some people are just very, very nasty. I just leave it at that. And I've said this on my videos quite a few times. Be careful what you are imaging, especially when it's coming from another person, because they won't have your best interests at heart, because a lot of people stop people from becoming who they are. It's no one's business. No one's supposed to feel threatened. We're looking at a SWOT analysis. SWOT. So we're looking at the threat section. And this is where too many people are. It's no one's business what another person is becoming. Okay, so you have to take it upon yourself and know that you have to love yourself. And I'm talking from experience. Yeah, I'm here. I give a damn about people. Yeah, I always have, because I know what I've been put through. But I know people don't give a damn about me, because once you give to them, they will run. Yes, so this is why I speak on this camera. So what I'm saying, look at your strengths. Write a list of your strengths. Put it where you can see it every single day. When you are working on your weaker areas, look at your strengths, because your weaker areas need to be incorporated in your strengths, because you're probably more than likely working on something for you to be something great, because we're all supposed to be great in this world. Yeah, we're all supposed to be on a high vibration. So it's not just for them and not for you, it is for all of us. But we live in a reality that doesn't understand that. Yes, and they're constantly fighting to keep it the same, and it's not working. It never has worked the way it is. Yes, so becoming her, you need to do that for yourself every single day. Sometimes it can be a challenge. Why is it a challenge? Because you're not feeling good within yourself. You're not on a high vibration. You might not be eating the right foods. You might not be in the right environment. Yes, and I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about the environment that is within you, because it's a lot to do with our inner world. We need to seek happiness within ourselves. We need to enjoy the life that we're living today. It might not look favorable to you. It might look like, oh, I haven't got the money, I haven't got the clothes, I haven't got the look. Even looks, it was bombarding me that I wasn't pretty. Do you know why? Because I was looking at social media too much, and that can just draw me in. It just draws me in when I'm looking at other looks too much, because their look is getting inside of me and it's not my look. So then you have to go away and do mirror work. You cannot look at another for too long, because eventually you will start wanting to look like that person, because you are looking at that person. That's the only reason why you will think someone else is more prettier than you, because you're looking at them for too long. What you need to do is do mirror work every single day and look at yourself every single day. This is why I've got this mirror with my light here. Yes, and I noticed again, I wasn't saying nice things to myself. It happens. We always go back and forth, because we are consuming. Now, because of social media, I love it, but you can consume and produce, but you have to make sure that you're spending time. You are spending time with you. At least 2 to 3 hours a day. Don't tell me you're busy because you got to go work or you got to build your business. You need a section in your house. Like this room is my peaceful room. Every single time I come in here, I feel an atmosphere of peace. Yes, this is where I come to wind down. I've got my books over here. I've got all of my self-love, self-care products here for me to pamper. I've got my pampering footstool. I got my massage tools. I got my hair. I've got a computer here to play my music here, right? Or if I want to do write, sometimes I do my writing up here. I've got my music room downstairs, but I do my writing up here mainly. I mean, sorry, not mainly. Sometimes I do my writing up here because I just need a peaceful space. Yes, I've incorporated a light. I've got a light. I've got my wigs up here if I wear my wigs sometimes, because sometimes I like to change my look. Even though I know within myself that's not really the look that I want 100% of the time, but I have to transition out of that when I'm feeling more secure within myself as a human being. Yes, because I generally like being natural. So I'm not living in my full truth. I'm not really becoming her because I haven't found fully my identity. So this is why I come to this space to continuously work on my identity, continuously see new ways about me. Yes. And building on her. I'm building a web page at the moment. Yes, I don't know when this web page is going to be launching, but I needed to build this web page because I have done so much in the past, and especially when it comes to the YouTube channel and social media, I've done so many videos. It's unbelievable. Yes. So what had happened when now I've started building this web page, and it's beautiful and it's tranquil. I'm starting to understand myself a hell of a lot more. And I can't believe it's taken me so long to build this webpage, because this webpage was meant to come out years ago. And why? It's because I wasn't walking with me. I was still walking with others that had resonated within me. Their energy had become a part of me. Their mind had become a part of me. It wasn't me. Yes. So I was living their reality. Yes, I wasn't living mine because I truly believe they didn't allow me to, not realizing that's what was happening to me. Yes, we can listen to advice. I'm not saying that you can't listen to advice, but you have to know where you're applying that advice. Does it apply to your life? Does it grow your life? Is it making changes to your life? Because that's what it's about. If you do not see any type of growth, or you can call it evolution, then that person is not supposed to be talking to you. And we have to understand and realize who they are supposed to be talking to, who is their image. Because a lot of people, well, if they're complaining at you, that means they're not happy being around you. So you have to find who you're happy being around, because you live a certain way. You want to be a certain way. You want to see a certain way. Our five senses. Yes, we want to feel a certain way. It's very important that we are feeling good within ourselves every day. We are supposed to be feeling happy. We have to tap into good emotions, not negative emotions. And a lot of people are not looking at these sides of life, yeah, because of the past. The past conditioned us. We don't know where the flaws came in and why they came in, but the present reality is not much different. Do you understand? In this world I'm talking about now. So you have to take the time out to make the changes that you do not see most pleasing. And when you don't see it as pleasing, shift it to pleasing. The old self will come back to non-pleasing, but you shift to pleasing, and back and forth until you ingrain within yourself the pleasing self, like happiness. I'm always working on happiness. Because I was looking at something yesterday and I said, oh my gosh, it's going to be like this. And I've been working on it in the past. It's come back up again. And I meditate every morning, yes, to strengthen the muscle in my mind. Because a lot of the time I don't realize I'm being drawn into realities that are not serving me, and they're hurting my mind. And it gets to the point where I'm not realizing I'm doing this to myself. And then it ends up too late. And then I have to meditate to get back my strength in my mind again. And I've got to realize where I'm entering into. When I say entering, when you watch another person's lifestyle, you are entering into their reality. Yes. So you have to know within yourself, is this reality for me? If you don't know yourself, you're not going to know that. And you will form into that person. Yes. Is it the type of person you want to live as? Yes. Because you can watch another woman. Yes. And she resonates with you because that's your attributes. That's your skill set. That's the future that you want to live. That's fine. Yes. She is teaching you well. She is giving you knowledge and understanding. She is giving you an image because everyone gives you an image. Yes. And if the image is too big, you have to know how to break down that into goals. Yes. A lot of people saying don't look at goals, but we always will have to look at goals because you have to break the goals down into manageable steps. Yes. You have to understand when you are looking at something, you cannot look at it in a way where it's limiting you. You have to look at it in a way where it's making you happy, it's making you excited, it's giving you the passion, and it's giving you all the inspiration in the world to push forward. Yes? Like I said, I was looking at something yesterday and I was saying, oh, and I said no. Because I've changed my mindset again. Because this is the mindset I had a lot in my past. Oh, it's too hot. How am I going to do? I'm going to buy. Do. And I said, no. No more. Yes? I'm going to look at this in a fun, positive way. And yes, I can do it. And yes, I can do it. And yes, I will be able to figure out what I was seeing yesterday to see how to push forward. Because I said to myself, I'm not going to be able to push forward if I block myself in that area. So I said, I'm not blocking myself in that area because things have to change and I have to get it. And I have got it. I said to myself, I have got it and it is easy. Okay. It is easy. So you have to speak over yourself like this. So if any area in your life from the past that has been conditioned in you, that has come up because we get enlightened, it's come up and now you're saying to yourself, okay, so I'm here, I'm at this crossroad, I've got to move forward to another step. You don't know it, you're not familiar with it, you've not lived it. So you have to speak about it the way you want it to be. And the speaking about it, a lot of people don't know this, does change situations. And then you go away and you go and try and do whatever it is you've been trying to do. That's experience. But a lot of the time you need to sit with it and you need to speak to what you are trying to change to begin with. You can do it in the mirror. Sometimes mirror work can be hard for those that critique themselves, or you can just do it sitting down. But I do have a conversation. You can have a conversation on video. Yeah, you can press the red button and record yourself and just speak about the situation. Yes, and look at all the different angles. You might want to write about the situation. It might be more peaceful for you. Yes, you can get a book about the situation. It's always good when you're trying to learn something. Yes, to go and get a book. If it's about yourself or it's a type of therapeutic situation, you can get a therapist, yes, or you can therapeutic yourself. I say therapeutic yourself because it's about a peaceful space, or you can go online and figure out an app or a video online that is outdated. Yes, but when you are trying to become her, you need to spend some time with yourself. Sometimes when you're spending time with yourself for too long, it can ingrain you in the old self still. So you got to be cautious that the old self may bombard you. I have that at times where it just comes out of nowhere. It just wants to stick with me and it needs to go, and I have it a lot. It keeps coming back. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm fed up with this, I don't want this, but I'm not speaking good over myself. And I had a transition. I can't remember how I went so backwards again, because I went backwards like 100 steps. Yeah, where my mind was just mashed up and I had to go within and I had to sort it out, and it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good for me at all. But what I noticed this morning, because I continuously kept doing my meditation, and I do my meditation, sometimes I might get up about 5 o'clock. I might do it for about 3 hours sometime, and that's just me closing my eyes, looking within, and just really zoning in on my mind, and really sorting out the thoughts and sorting out what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing, yeah, but I am advanced at this because I've been doing this as a little girl. I've always meditated as a little girl, yeah, due to situations. So I always used to look out the window and just look at the trees, yeah, not realizing what I was doing, but I was into, I think, Gandhi. I was into spiritual stuff as a kid. It was just naturally came to me. I used to watch it on the TV all the time. So consciously, unconsciously, I used to obviously digest that information by watching TV, and I knew what I liked, and I knew who I liked looking at. I liked looking at peaceful people all of the time, so I obviously learned something from them. Yes, so that's why I said I'm advanced at this. So I know that I have to go within to sort out my mind, but where I'm not advanced is not realizing what I'm digesting. So it might be social media, it might be me scrolling on TikTok too much, and obviously my eating habits. And when I go out, when I'm in my eating habits, I'm still not in a routine where I've got my routine of eating. So I might eat fruit in the morning, sometimes I don't. I might have a smoothie in the morning, sometimes I don't. I don't have a scheduled routine of eating, and I don't eat at 4 o'clock where I'm supposed to eat at 4 o'clock. This is what I'm talking about with eating, because I've changed to plant-based, and I still get urges for junk. Yeah, so I'm not supposed to have this type of thinking that you're supposed to be at my level. Do you remember when I'm talking about myself? Don't ever try to jump into someone else's life and be them. Know where you're at. Yes, so when your old self totally wants to come back, this is when you're spending time in your section. Create a space in your home somewhere. I don't care if it's a little corner. You have your notebooks, have your books there, because we always need our book. You can have your humidifier. My humidifier is broken, so I've got to get a new one. I have little bits and bobs. I haven't got too much. I've got this because it's very tranquil. I love it. I can ding it. It's not excellent. There's more advanced ones out. Not advanced. There's more bigger ones out there. And when I mean advanced, I mean it's got more of a ting. But this relaxes me because I can just do this. It's a meditative tool. If you don't want to do the way I've just spoken, round and round, it's lovely. And it sits on this. I love this a lot. Very, very nice. And music is very good, but I will do that space, what I do, one day for you, because I have quite a few spaces in my home. I don't just have one. And sometimes I'm very chaotic, because when I was growing up, I was interested in so many different things. And I know what happened to me now. I was a businesswoman, because my dad's a business person. He's into business. His world didn't get pushed forward to the way he needed to be, because you have to train spiritually, okay? You have to be around like-minded people that know how to build as well. Your mindset needs to be understood, yes? And that is a lot to do with planning. You have to plan in order to understand yourself. So I haven't been extensively, detailly planning. So this is where I've been going wrong. I used to plan extensively. I have books upon books upon books upon books. And yes, I still plan now, but not as detailed, like I said. So it's gone back to, and I've got a backlog of planning to put into place, which is fine. I will get it sorted out. Yes, because the areas I was working on is my mindset. So, but I was working on it far too much. Yes, far too much. So you have to understand this about yourself. It sounds grueling, but it's not. It's your life. You got to love it. So people will say, because you're not spending time with yourself. And people will say, oh, that's a lot of work. No, it's not. How can it be a lot of work and it's you? That's how you got to look at it. It's you got to work on you. It's not, and I say work on you. Sorry if I'm saying work on you. Become you. Yeah. No one's ever supposed to say that's too much work. Because everyone wants to draw you away for you to focus on them. No, it's nice for us to help each other. I'm not saying don't help each other, but help each other in a way where we're all benefiting. So I don't mind with that type of helping each other. But when you help that person and then you don't resonate and align with that person no more because they've grown in that situation, that's misunderstood because you might have got yourself attached to that person, right? And you've got yourself attached to her, and she has to go in that direction because her path has changed now. Can she let you know what's going on? She may not understand what is going on. It's going to hurt her because she's still here. This is the push and pull effect. So it's going to feel like she's got ahead. And I'm using this effect with my hand there. Because she's gone somewhere different. She's just gone there. And you've got to know to go there. Because if you ruminate about this person here, you're going to go down. This has happened to me as well. So you have to go in this direction. And sometimes it's hard to go alone. I've been alone doing my thing for years. Okay? I still get triggered at the fact that I'm not around, even family. It's a lot I've had to do by myself because I'm different. I'm more spiritual. Yes. And also they're not. My family's Christian. That's what they love. Very much so. So I had to grow and evolve to understand myself more and more and more and more and more and more. And why is it like this? But I love the life that I live. But the lonely side of it, I don't love. So I have to figure out a way to not feel like that. Because the future can feel like, oh, it's going to be like this forever. But in my heart, I don't think it is. But at the same time, I'm going to be 50 as well in a couple of weeks. So there's so much I wanted to do with my life. So much. And I said, oh, my age, but you got to get rid of all of that. Because the past held life back. Why? Because the people that are bringing you up are not looking at themselves. They only needed a pen and a paper to write down. And people don't believe in the power of journaling. It took me some time to understand journaling myself. But one thing with me, I never stopped doing it. Even though it wasn't understood that this is powerful. Because they're saying the car is more powerful, the house is more powerful, the holidays are more powerful, the paper money is more powerful. But the journaling is powerful. And this is a section that I've got on my webpage, and I'm hoping that you would join me. There's a lot of sections on my webpage, far too many that I had to take a lot off. Because normally people might give you 1 or 2 or 3 pages on the webpage. It was endless that what I put on this webpage, and I had to take it off. And in the future, I'm going to add more when I get more support in this, because it was bigger than me. Not realizing I was talented, because when I was growing up, people was telling me I was dumb. Why they was telling me I was dumb? Because I didn't speak. But I didn't speak because I didn't want to get involved in your conversations, because it would have ended up in war. And I was right, because when I did start speaking at 21. Mainly, I did speak, obviously, throughout. I spoke, but not very much. Yes? People were ending up warring with me. And I was telling the truth. And I don't want to get involved with those type of conversation. And I was trying to help them. And I know in myself that I was elevating them. But they weren't telling the truth. And not in a way where it felt at the time that they were being spiteful, because they were putting onto me energies that was depleting me. And I knew I was giving life. But what I found out is when people give life to people, they won't even say thank you. And these are the people that you have to be careful of. They are not good people. If you know, and they're trying to make you think that you are crap, you are rubbish, and you are dumb, and you are not intelligent, and they are trying to get you to image that they are more intelligent, they are bigger than you. So this is the illusion of these type of people. These are the people that you really need to stay away from. Okay? You speak to them and you give them light and you put goodness in them and they grow. And men and women do this, they say negative things about you. What I don't understand about these people is, how can you be negative to someone that's been kind? So it shows me that that person's all round wicked, evil. It can't, there is, because I've studied this, there cannot be any other explanation to these people. You're supposed to say thank you. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate you. They're supposed to acknowledge that you've supported them. You have given me, you have done. So the person that has done it knows who they are. But if someone comes along and you've inputted something good in them, and they've come along and made out that you are negative, and they've said it to you, they know what they're doing. I have spoken endlessly to certain people and I've cut them off because they are doing some type of black magic. And even if I've told them, they've still done it. So that means that person's evil. So there are plenty of those type of people out there. So I do want to warn you, on your becoming journey, stay away. There's no other solution. If you give a damn about yourself, yeah, you would take my advice. Listen to yourself when you speak. Do not doubt yourself. Yes. When you speak goodness over people and someone says something negative about you, they are wicked people. Do not entertain them. If you have to walk out there and then, walk out, because they are trying to put into your mind that you are not a good person. This is what happened to me. I wasn't able to see myself because it happened to me from a little girl. This is why it was so hard for me to see myself, because I already had been trained to believe that in my mind I was something that I wasn't, but I didn't know what was in my mind at the time. Yes? So imagine your mind is being conditioned in a way, in a negative way, not being negative to people, but in there, another mind's been formed. Yes? So when you're growing up, you're hearing people say, oh yeah, you're there, you're not good. Whatever they're saying, you're dumb, you're backwards, you're not clever, you can't read, you can't write, you can't spell, you can't, all these words you're hearing. Yeah, you're dumb. I heard that a lot. Yeah. You got piggy nose. These people, they're not good. They got problem. They got some serious problems. And I don't know what type of people can help these people. Yeah. But they're not supposed to be on my path. And they were never supposed to be on my path. Yes. Because I'm constantly speaking good. I've come to a point in my life now where I ended up getting agitated people. And sometimes I say nasty things under my breath. If someone, say for instance, pushes me, because I go out there and I don't know that these type of people everywhere. We got separation with colour, we got separation with estate, we got separation with so much different crap, so much different immature, stupid things. Yeah, racism is very strong. Even now, brown skin, dark skin, colorism, this word's come up now. So that's another separation that's come, but it was underlying in the minds of the people that started it. I don't want to talk about who started that one. But what my basic point is, when you're becoming, you have to zone in to you. I'm still learning this, especially when I go outside. Just ignore people, not turn the other cheek. Yeah. Because people's ways can go within you. especially when you're on your journey of trying to become her. Someone is always trying to mess with me when I go outside. Doesn't matter if they're male, doesn't matter if they're female. There's always some type of aggressive person that gets on my nerves. Yeah. And I noticed yesterday, I went to a restaurant with my son yesterday for his birthday. I noticed I was a bit aggressive, but I wasn't aware of it. And the way it was trying to be nice, and he was trying to clear away the food plates, but he kept like rushing in really quickly. He didn't come and say, hey, do you want, he just was taking the plate. So obviously he wasn't trained properly, but I felt not bad, but I said I was in the wrong because I was like quite snappy to him. And it happened twice. And at the point where I nearly left, he just threw the receipt at me. And I said, I knew what, not at me, but I know he done it because he must have felt hurt at the fact that because he was very polite. And he came when I was lighting the cake for my son. And I thought he was going to say something rude to me because obviously in the part, what I noticed, what it's taught me, the atmosphere and wherever I'm going is affecting me because I'm reacting to, it must have been from a long time, to all these aggressive people, and it's formed and it's got bigger. So this guy was polite because I'm so used to people not being polite, you know, wherever I go, because obviously of whatever they're going through. Yeah. And it's not, I'm not saying that they're purposely taking that out on me. It's just that everyone's just separated. You know, you can't smile at a person and they don't want to smile back. It's just how it is. People, where I'm very depressed. So if I smile, they just screw up their face. Or they want to challenge you and walk fast. And it's always it feels like it's some type of competition, you know, and everyone's hostile. You might get one or two people smiling. And when that happens, that's like, whoa, that is amazing for me. When I get someone smiling where I live, and I want to move, I've always wanted to move out of here, but life just hasn't pushed me in that direction. So what I'm basically saying is, I was in the wrong, but I never realised until I came home and I assessed the situation. I said, Shireen, you got to sort out this, this and this and this, so that doesn't happen again, because that boy was very nice. And yes, I'm not saying, and that's what I ended up turning him into, because he threw the receipt. Because I put out my hand for him to give it to me, and he could have given it to me, but he threw it. But I was all right with it because I understood why. But I didn't want to turn him into that. That wasn't intentional. So I have to fix up in that area. So you have to be open and honest. And I know why it's happened. So I have to work on that area where I'm not feeling offended, because I'm around people that are just, they got issues within themselves, aggressive issues, colour issues, yes, separation issues, status issues. You tell someone, oh, well, I do such and such, they get jealous. What's the point? Why are you getting jealous of another person for? Because you haven't experienced what I'm telling you. They've not experienced it. A lot of things going on. So what I said I'm going to do in that area, because I noticed I was aggressive yesterday, even when I was talking to my son, because I was feeling stressed. And why I was feeling stressed? Because I wasn't prepared for my son and daughter's birthday, because I wanted to do something different. And also, I got so much things going on. And I know I'm in a transition again, because I might speak like this a lot when I'm on here. I've got to organise about 4 or 5 different things. And I said to myself, do you need to let something go, or do you need to organise it? I need to organise it, because I couldn't see it. Because why I couldn't see it, I probably had fear there. 2, I had blocked away something within me, because a past situation had clouded me. It clouded everything. It messed up my life. Yes. So it kept ruminating in me. And I kept doing therapy. I do my own therapy on myself a lot of the time, to change this image, because I had to push forward. Because when I push forward, it's much more of a greater reality, and it's going to change my life big time, not small time. So a block came in from this image that was given to me that was a humongous lie. And I never realized it was going to destroy my life for so many years. Yes, in order for me to get to here. I have to get here. I've been needing to get here for a lot of years now. But I had to spend that time here to self-love myself and self-care myself and do a lot of spiritual work and to understand this life that I presently am living in. Yes? And there's more, but I don't want to go into it because I'm here talking too long because I was meant to stop as well. I just remembered. Yeah? But what I'm basically saying to you is it's easier said than done. I'm sitting here saying believe in yourself, but that's what it is about. Even if it's looking crap, you still have to believe in yourself. I've had so many days where I'm just seeing so much negativity within myself that I'm saying I'm never going to get to where I need to get to because I truly believe too much people come to try and sabotage my life. Yeah. So I didn't reach a certain point in my life. And I needed to reach that point so life wasn't so stressful. But what I started to realize, and it dawned on me, and it made me feel very down as well, because you've got to be careful when you figure out people and their intentions, and it can send you back. What you got to do is smile and say, okay, great. Don't let them get to you, because it's a knock-on effect. It is a psychological wheel that is trying to keep you back still. So you cannot pay no attention to what they done. I'm learning from this experience still, because the enemy will get in. So you have to just smile and say, fine, don't let it hurt you. Let it hurt you. They are still winning. And it's the hardest one in the world, especially when it's someone very, very close to you. And you can't understand how that person burnt you and why they done it. You can't ruminate on it, because that's the enemy doing that to you. Yes? You got to find a way to focus on happiness. And if you can find one thing to focus on that makes you happy, this is what I've been doing all my time. And the hurt has won over me in so much way, and it damages your health, everything. It mashes you up, because it's the enemy in them that have come to try and destroy you. Yes? And this one is very, very important. Don't waste your time. If there's a situation in life that you're trying to get to as well, say if it's something that a goal that you are wanting to achieve, and you don't know about it, or people have made you think that it's too big to reach, because that's all they've continuously shown, and it has to be perfect, and it costs a lot of money. Get the image together within yourself. Put that image in yourself, because that's another thing that can sabotage you. If you don't image properly, when you want something, look at how you're looking at it. Because a lot of people don't want to listen to me with this one either. You have to see it. And it took me some time to understand it as well. I'm not going to deny that. This is why I say I do a lot of meditation. Within, you have to see that you've already accomplished it. And you have to see that you're already brilliant at it. And you have to see that you've already got that money as well, in whatever you're trying to accomplish. Yes. And some people might have put it all the way up here, and you haven't got it today, and you don't know how you're going to get it, but you have to, within yourself, put that image in you that says, yeah, I'm brilliant, I've got it, it's mine. No matter what your outside circumstances are saying. Okay? No matter what the situation is. If you can come with confidence and self-assurance within yourself to say, hey, yeah, confidently say, yeah, I've got that. That's mine. I'm brilliant at that. I'm amazing. It's taken me some time to get here myself. And you might have two P to rub together, but you still got to say it. You might have the bailiffs coming, but you still got to say it. You might have, so whatever situation, go court case, but you've still got to say it, because that's your power in God. I'm going to say, God gave me this power. And I had to keep working on it and working on it, because God made us powerful in a good way. And trust in God. I got to say that, because you don't trust in me. You trust in God, or your goddess self. Yeah, women are goddesses. Men are gods. But we're used to saying God. Yeah, because I have to go to a higher force. Yes. So I can say my goddess self. But when I say my goddess self, it feels like me. When I say God, I always see that there is a God, because there is a God. Yeah, I know that. I've had so much experiences to understand it. I don't need to convince you either. I'm talking about myself. So anyway, be certain of, I would say, your next step, but what you believe in. If other people want to laugh, good. Let them laugh at themselves. Yes. And why you might think that it is affecting you is because these type of people have internalized in you. Like when I go out, these people that are aggressive and they want to push and they want to snarl, they've affected my inner world. So I have to do something about that, because I'm noticing they've become a part of me. Because I'm acknowledging them. I'm not supposed to acknowledge these people, because why I'm acknowledging them is that if someone pushes you, then that's really getting you to see, because that's a touch, that's your senses. So how do I not acknowledge these people? Because when I go out, I say that to myself every day, I cannot acknowledge these people. I cannot see these people. So what am I going to do to not acknowledge these type of people? Because they always seem to be wanting to be seen, but they're not trying to be seen in a good light. I don't want no part of any of these type of people. I was walking one day, this girl had the door open, she turned around and then she flung the door. I was only 2 steps away, closed. I have to see all of this. So I've got to figure out a way on how to image nice things in my mind and not internalize what their action has done. Okay, so that's a long talk. I'm going to leave it at that. I know it would have helped someone. I've still got the cream on my face. I'm going to go and get dressed. I never mean to have such long talks when I come in here, because I haven't planned. I have got some planned videos. I have not planned this vlog. I know sometimes people just don't want to sit down listening to talking as well. I'm very much aware of that, but whatever comes up, I felt to come and do a vlog. I'm going to be doing today an event on my live Facebook. It's called Vision Board Aesthetics, it's called. But I've just called it Vision Board Aesthetic Event. I have not given it a name, because that Vision Board Aesthetics is called, this one it's called. I can't really give it not have a name. And I'm forming this this event more and more. I'm hoping it will form into something, but I'm given 5 free sessions. This is going to be my second event. So I'm wearing this top today. This is going to be my second event that I'm doing. And I'm seeing where it goes. And it's not finely tuned, because I don't believe in perfection. But I do believe I want to perfect my videos on social media. But I need like a team, which that will come. I'll speak about that another time, because I have far too much going on, because I had learnt too much. And when you don't believe in yourself, you continuously keep learning. But that will be another talk as well. I've got a lot to talk about with you, and I don't want to be spending my whole time speaking. So I'm going to get dressed now. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm getting ready for this event. I need to practice. I haven't practiced enough because I had 2 birthdays and I was building this web page as well, which it's nice, but I've been feeling stressed out doing it. So, but I've been changing my mindset to not feel like that anymore. So I've been speaking to myself a lot about the web page and saying, because it's a lovely web page, I love doing it. And it's not hard to do it. It's easy to do it. You know, I love doing it. But I don't want to be feeling stressed out anymore doing it. And I know that's because of my internal state. So I need to shift my internal state because there's a lot going on in there. And then I'm wanting it to be finished at a certain time. I mustn't rush this web page. And I've got digital products to put on it. And I was basically feeling a bit worried about the digital products. But something just told me that everything's going to be all right. Because this is what happens when I do meditation. It just calms me down. It calms down my regulation system. You know, it calms down my immune system. And it regulates me into feeling more calmer. Do you know this chemical pill has done something different to my face? My face does look different. It's really good. I've only used it once. So you have to meditate. Meditation is very important. Visualization is very good. You can do writing visualization. If you're not good in your mind and your mind is messing up, then I don't suggest that you try to do meditation because you're only going to see negative stuff all of the time. Writing meditation is the best thing to do when you haven't had no type of therapist helping you. Therapists are very good. There's loads out there. You can find the right one, or you can swap and change. You can build a team of therapists if you want. You know, they're good. Psychotherapists are good as well. They're very lovely. But they don't make themselves known. CBT is brilliant. You know, it works on the mindset. And they got isn't that psychotherapy? To do with the brain. I was learning about it the other day. I've forgotten the name now. And I've got a book about it. Let me see if I can find the book. I'll show you the book in a minute. So I'm just going to put these tracksuit bottoms on today because I always want to wear tracksuit bottoms nowadays. I don't know why it's in me so much. But I'm in a transition. Obviously, I've lost some weight. I've not lost as much as I want. The belly's gone down a lot more, which I'm happy about because I've changed to plant-based. And yes, I'm going to confess, I have had some blipses with junk food again. So it's not out of me 100%. I thought it would be. But I notice when I get stressed, I have said that before. But this is something I'm going to continuously keep working on until it leaves my life. Because stress is not for anyone, yeah? And why I speak like this to everybody, yeah, is because I want them to see the realisticness of this life, yeah? A lot of people are faking it, which is fine, and they can do their aesthetics and that, but don't pretend up to a point where in the future it's going to mess you up, yeah? Because you can show people things, but when they're coming and seeing you and you're not being 100% truthful, it can mess them up too, yeah? And I will speak about it. Obviously, I do a podcast. Go and check out my podcast, my Diva Glitz podcast. Diva Glitz show. The buttons have come undone. I'm going to show you this book in a minute. My Diva Glitz podcast. And I explain as much as I possibly can on there. But I've got so many videos that I really want to bring out. But I'm doing this by myself. I found a YouTuber the other day and she's helping me with growth. Like, I don't know her personally. It's her videos that are helping me. So I got to understand where I need to grow. Yes? Because the image I had within was keeping me at a certain point. Obviously, everything I've done, these buttons are just going to keep coming undone. Everything I've done up to this point, and it's a lot, it's not to say that I haven't done nothing, but I knew where I wanted to be, especially financially, and moving. Even though I've been back and forth with this house, and I've spoken about this a lot on my page, yeah? And it's a lot of the time people say, yeah, well, you're speaking, but nothing's happened. Everybody wants to see the actual result. And I couldn't understand for years why I'm still here. I love this house, don't get me wrong. It's done a lot of beautiful things for me. And I have a lot of ups and downs in the way of the maintenance. But social media consumed me. And all for the good, because I've learned so much on social media. I haven't got the numbers I want yet, but I know a shift is going to happen for me eventually. In a state, lack of confidence, lack of belief, a lot of vulnerable, feeble ways within me, codependent. There was a lot abused, non-love, neglect. A lot of crap was going on with me because of, you know, really not taking charge of myself growing up. And it would have been a battle, and obviously I didn't want that battle when I was younger with people, because it would have been ending up that I would have been, I believe I would have ended up fighting. And the thing is, the thing I can sit here with me today is that I didn't fight people. And that's something that I can be very, very proud of. For me, that is. I'm not speaking for anyone else. I'm not judging anybody either. Yes, if that's the path they've walked. But in other states, it's, it could have, I don't know, I don't even want to say it, but it messed me up. Yeah, so it's not good to fight. But at the same time, if people are messing with you, do you really have a choice? And it's sad. Because people want to get in people's way. This leadership thing, I call everyone's leaders, but don't try and lead another and you're not nice. That's another way. If you're not nice, but you believe that you're nice and you believe that other person's not nice, I don't know. It's a mind situation. It's a problem with the mind. Yeah. Or people think they're bigger because they've been taught that their religion's better, their colour's better, their status is better, their money is better, they are more talented, whatever it is. I don't know, all this endless stuff, or you're in a position of authority. This one as well, it's like leading people. I say this to everyone, where are you leading people? Have you even thought about where you're leading them? What are you creating them into? Do you even give a damn? And a lot of people don't. So that's why you have to take your own power in your hands. You don't need to let anybody know about it, because once that person knows about it, they want to come and interfere with their way, because we're still in the threat situation. But it put the image of yourself in play. I hope I'm making sense. Form it. Your best reality. Don't let I don't think I've got it. Oh yes, I have. Don't let your life destroy you because you didn't do nothing about it. Okay, so it's neuroplasticity. This is what I'm learning about, and that's when the mind has been damaged from. It could be trauma, it could be anything traumatic, abuse, you know, anything that has distorted my money problems. It's another one, because we have to spend money all the time. Like I said, this house, wanting to move, not thinking you're good enough, don't thinking that when you don't manifest some certain things in your life, you're not going to feel good enough. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I got my dream board there. On my dream board, I have my keys. Look. So I want to, and there's the home next to it, and I get you know, premonitions of moving and what have you. So that's my dream. Especially YouTube is very much talking about this stuff, and you listen to it and you hear them. I've manifested it. I manifested. I manifested. And it doesn't make you feel jealous, me jealous. It just makes me feel like I wasn't good enough. So you got to be careful when you're working on your own self. And I know what it is now. It's because I had fear of something, which I will talk about in the future. And it was in me. So that's why you have to have, like, we call it paradigm shift. You've got to work on your paradigms. It's good to get a paradigm book. Bob Proctor's got a paradigm book. I would suggest you buy that book. And I had to shift from one reality to a new reality. And the people I was around were basically telling me, you can't because of this and that law, this law. And because in the past I was brought up in a household that basically, I believe, fearful. I believe it was fear of certain laws. But you just need to look at the laws and understand them and say, okay, this is what I need to do about it. And it's only really filling up some paperwork. And because I was told I was dumb growing up, I always believed that this type of stuff was for certain people, because the mind had been conditioned to believe that. And then about age as well, that if you come a certain age, you can't do such and such and such. So I had to really work on my beliefs. And I was sad every day because I was like, I'm so annoyed that I wasn't trained in the right situation in order for me to just get on with it. Yes? So you really have to speak to yourself and talk to yourself until yourself is telling you, yes, this is how it is. It has to be like this. And yes, you probably will have to learn. Like I was saying yesterday, oh my gosh, I've got to learn such and such. I've learned a lot in this area already. I'm just giving you an example of myself again. I've learned a lot in this area, but I've gone and bought some books in this area now. So I said, okay, I'm going to learn it. It's not understand why I wasn't pushing forward in this area, because I need more money, isn't it? And it's been going on for some time. I'm not going to deny it. But I had to learn this. This is where I was at. And it was to do, for me, it was therapy, spiritual work, mindset work. And I didn't want to be there because I needed to be here. I wanted to make money. I needed to make money. But here, I wasn't able to make money because I had to work on my mindset. I had to work on my spiritual self. I had to do my videos on YouTube, and I had to do a lot, and I loved it. TikTok, I've learned so much. It's not aesthetically pleasing. I'm into videos. I can see what type of videos I want to do. I had to learn my music. Even the other day I was looking at my music. I said, oh my gosh, I say this to myself. This is what I was saying at the time. I'm behind. I've got so many songs that I need to write. But something was telling me, because I've done a podcast the other day, you're not behind, you're becoming. So go and check that out on Spotify's David Glitz show. You're not behind, you're becoming. Yes? So I will be listening to my show over and over and over again because it's true. And I know this within myself. When I say within myself, it's there, but the mind is not adjusting because of the present reality. Yes? So I want to move, but I've already got a house. But the house is not aesthetically pleasing enough. It needs a lot of work. I cannot be bothered to be doing this myself. I do not have enough money for the painters right now. And also, I don't want to let repair people in the house as well, because I'm in my peaceful state. Yes? I do not want to be bothered too much by builders and repair people. I've got quite a few repairs that need doing. Normally I don't leave it. Normally I'm on top of the house. I haven't painted it. I haven't done nothing because I've been working on these other areas of my life. To tell the truth now, right? Couldn't keep up with everything because I had to work on these areas. So music, I was looking at the music and said, oh, I've got to get the beats. I've got to pay for some beats because one of my songs is copyrighted. So I've got to pay the producer. I haven't paid them. Didn't know they were going to copyright it because the producer said I can have the beats. Then I pay for it when I've got money from the beat. That hasn't worked out like that. So I've got to figure out the music. I've got to write down. I never planned my music. I learned songwriting. I learned composure. I'm learning music production, but I'm not sure if I should keep the teacher because I want to push forward a bit more, and I'm not being able to work my best self because so much different things are going on in my life in the way of I'm doing something which I don't want to talk about. Yes, I got to keep some stuff to myself. So what I'm basically saying is sometimes we're in a position we don't think is most pleasing. Every day I wake up, I want to live in a different situation. That's not very comfortable. I want to live in a different house. I want to move from where I'm living. Where I live is a beautiful place. I'm not lying. It's beautiful in its own different ways. The country, I need the peace. It's got the tree. It's clean. The people are very down. To me, they're very down. And it's not helpful. And I don't get at them in a way where I don't like them. I really wish they could feel more happy within themselves. But I just feel like they obviously have been held back in their life and they don't know who they are as well. Yeah, and a lot of stuff has happened during COVID, and prices going up, and people need to figure it out. You have to plan, you have to foresee, and a lot of people's paradigms have been updated and they don't know that, so we have to update ourselves as well. So what I'm basically saying is, it's not very nice when you want to live, and for years I've been going on about moving and nothing's changed for me. Nothing. And every time, even yesterday I was saying it, I've got to make some changes to move. Something is still keeping me until I do this next thing I'm talking about. Yeah? Because that's what's going to get me that move. Bad about yourself. I've met many people that feel bad about their life and they don't feel like they're good enough. This is the point I'm trying to make. I'm going to make up my bed. They don't feel good enough because they haven't accomplished what they feel they should have accomplished. It's a sad situation when you constantly see other people show you their successes, but you got to see it like this. That's all we're being shown now. People that are given to, yes, and then they are shown. This is the reality. Don't think that this illusion is true. People with big numbers, I'm going to use social media as an example. People with big numbers are always in your face because they've got big numbers. So they're not going to show you people with not big numbers most of the time. So that's the game. They're only going to show you big numbers because that's why they've got big numbers in the first place. So it's going to look like that you're losing. It's going to look like that you're not good enough because these people are always being shown, because that's the game. The winners always gain. Well, it seems like it. That's what they're showing you. That's what your mindset is showing you, isn't it? That the winners are winning. And then you're going to put inside yourself that you're not winning. You can't do that to yourself. They don't define your reality. I'm using social media as an example all the time. I use that as well, don't they? They can't define your reality. You have to set in stone who you are. Does it make sense? So you will always see the big numbers. But you have to say to yourself, yes, I don't care how long it takes me. But yes, it will happen for me. People want to keep showing you the results. So it's making you feel bad. All of a sudden, they've made it happen. You haven't. So they've shown you it's happened just like that. You're still waiting. Don't get involved with that. Yes, it's nice to see it because they're showing you results. But don't think that you're on their path. Don't look at your age and say you're too old. Don't look at all these things. Your time will come. I've been working on something else. Like all this in my house. I haven't been working on the material things. Like I want a new bed. I want everything new. But I haven't had the chance. This house used to be immaculate. I used to feel embarrassed to even come on social media, but I said, no, I'm not doing it no more. It is what it is. Yeah, I know what was more important. And that was more important. But I know what I want. I know who I am. Even if it's not here today, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Even if it's not here today, I know who I am, even materialistically. I know exactly how I live. So I don't give a damn what other people have to say about me anymore. Yes? There's situations and why I can't have it right now. But that is, I know how I live. I know what I want. If we lived in a different type of world where it wasn't so much about money all of the time, we would all have. Do you understand? But because our mindset has not been given the reality that we're supposed to have from the beginning of time, this is why we're all living in this, I call it a reality. Yes? Because we have to do work on ourselves, to understand ourselves, to say, hey, yes, this is me. Believe in yourself. I never believed in myself. I believed in the doom and the gloom too much because that's the way I was trained. Yes? I wasn't trained to believe, yes, I can have. Yes? That's all it takes for you to say that to yourself. And then you keep working on it and working on it and working on it and keep speaking it and keep speaking it. You may not have lots of money in the bank. I'm not talking to people that have got lots of money in the bank that can just get up and go. You may be able to work 12-hour shifts and save your money and give yourself a plan of, I'm going to save £10,000, £20,000. This is the length of time it's going to take me. Work with your figures. Look at your figures. Speak big money over yourself. Yeah. For years, I didn't believe I could have that certain amount of money. It's taken me years to constantly speaking it because I was born into scarcity. Even saying the big figures was like, oh no, and not understanding that it's a part of me and it's going away from me. And then my reality is telling me, no, this is how it is. But I'm having to speak the big numbers. But the life that I had lived, they're saying it belongs to those type of people. That was the humongous lie. It doesn't belong to just them people. Yeah. So it's the scarcity mindset. I've even got a book about scarcity. Look at these books up. If you've got a scarcity mindset, if you're not able to say, I've got £10,000, then there's something wrong. Because every one of us are supposed to have money. Every one of us. It doesn't matter if it's not in your bank account. But it took me years to believe it. And I've met many people that can't even say that to themselves. I've got £10,000. It doesn't matter if you haven't got that job giving you that money. Just speak it. Speak it over yourself every single day. Doesn't matter if you haven't got 2 pennies to rub together. Every day speak it until you believe it. And if you're like me and it was to the point where it's just depressing you when you're saying it because you just want it in your hands right now, yeah, then you're going to have to get over depression because you're not being nice to yourself. If you cannot even speak money over yourself. And I know I wasn't, because I wasn't used to being kind to myself because I wasn't in that environment where I had that bliss to speak kindness. And you have to watch your words. There's days I say things and I don't even know why I'm saying it. I said, no, I've got to speak kind. Got to always remember to speak kind because I want to live like this, and this. I want to see it today. And I've got plenty to be grateful for. This is why we have to practice gratitude. I'm telling you the goods and the bad side because nothing's perfect in my world, right? There can never be perfection. I revert backwards. Yeah, especially when I'm striving for something because something is coming through that I've been working on for so many years. It didn't come that way, but I've had to pivot and come over here for it to come this way. And I'm determined for it to come in. And I was pushing this way for far too long. And I wasn't seeing the result, but I was still pushing in that section. Yes? And this way has come. I'm not telling you which way it is. I'm just using an example. This way has come. And now I'm pushing because I said, I am going to get what is rightfully mine. Yes? because I want such and such and such, because I need such and such and such, especially with the how. And I'm saying on here, yes, it's not come through. And I'm saying on the visit, what if I don't get the house? I have to get the house. So I can't come in here and say, oh yeah, I want the house, and people are going to think such and such because they don't see it. But I can't come in here and even care, because I've got to speak it. I've got to speak it, or apartment, whatever it is. Yeah, because I have to be Pacific as well. I actually want an apartment. Yeah. And I have to be Pacific. And I've come on here and I've let you into my before so-called secrets. Yeah. Not to prove anything, but to say you have to speak over yourself before anything comes. You can't always constantly be seeing other people's result, because it might backfire on you, seeing other people's result and thinking that they're more privileged than you and they've just got it together and they just know more than you. Yes, some people do know more than you, but it's a lot to do with how they're seeing themselves. Some of the time my mind is just saying negative stuff too much some of the time because I'm stressed out, yeah? So I have to use my words. If I can't see it in my mind the way I want it, because my mind is constantly having to see, organizing or education and what have you, then you can use your words. Yes? You can use your words. So I've got a book. This book is about, you can't see it, scarcity. So I can't see the front cover. So it's called How to Overcome a Scarcity Mindset and Embrace Abundance. Stop thinking small. So I'm going to read something to you. Yes? Takeaway: gratitude isn't just a mindset tool, it's a portal to abundance, peace, creativity, clarity, joy. It doesn't require perfect circumstances. It doesn't demand anything eternal. It's something you can practice anytime, anywhere. And the best part, the more you do it, the more there is to be grateful for. You don't have to wait for more to feel rich. You can feel rich now. And from that energy, everything changes. That's why I said speak it now. You might as well speak about it now. If you sit in the reality and see what you're seeing, this is what continuously kept happening to me, then you're just going to feel what you're feeling. And it's not nice. So you got to speak out exactly what you want. Sometimes the mind cannot see the visualizing. Yeah, not all the time it wants to visualize in the head. Yes. But you do mindset training at a certain time. The shifts come. It does have, I call it shift. You can call it what you want. So the power of generosity, I'm going to read one more page to you. No one has ever become poor by giving. Giving before you have enough. Let's start with a radical truth. You don't give because you have abundance. You create abundance by giving. This is one of the greatest paradoxes of prosperity, and one that many people's stuck in scarcity thinking struggle to accept. They believe they must first make it. See? Hoard, protect, and ensure. They never run out before giving even a little. But real abundance doesn't wait. It acts as if more is already on the way. So that's what I was just saying. And that's what generosity is. A mindset that trusts in flow, not finality. A statement that says there's enough for me and for you. A choice to circulate energy, not just conserve it. Okay? So you got to give it to yourself beforehand. Because if you wait and say, oh God, look at the house I'm in, and I haven't got the bed, and I haven't got this, and plus people like to criticize other people. Stay out of people's business if you like to criticize other people. They are becoming. If you criticize them, you're keeping them in the same position and making them see the same position as well. I like to spread that out there. So mind your business, anyone that criticizes. So basically, speak it. Yeah, and this is what was happening to me. I was thinking, and why it was happening to me was social media. I'm not blaming social media because I love all of them on there and they're doing very well. So it's not a blame thing. What I'm saying is I was watching that and thinking I just need to get together, and it's making me feel bad about the fact that I was talking about it and then nothing was changing. So I wasn't getting the right feelings in seeing people in the good situation, and I was still living in the situation that I didn't want to be in. So now I've worked on myself enough to say I'm going to speak it. I've got my house. The days that I feel really crap in this house, I'm going to keep speaking that I've got my house and just try my best to feel good, because I love this house. Not say I don't love this house. It's just that there's so much work that needs to be doing. I want to renovate it. I want to put it together, but it will cost me a hell of a lot of money to get it the way I want to get it. I want to do the front. I want to do the garden. A lot of things have been held back in this house because I just don't have the money for it. Yes, in my present reality, but I speak over and I have got the money. You got to confess. You got to confess. You got to confess. You got to be strong. You want to live a certain way, because it's not my standards to live like this. You see, the bathroom needs doing. Want a new bathroom suite. Want a new toilet suite. It's not me to live like this. Yes, but when there's plenty of people, I wasn't supposed to have this long talk, but this is the way my vlog has gone, so I'm going to leave it as it's meant to be. Yes, what I'm saying is, yes. And I might probably just have to do a second video to show you other things. I'll probably have to split into two. So I'm probably going to do a part 1 and part 2. I've never had to do this before. But what I'm saying is, because this talking bit is long, is there's so many people living in conditions they don't want to be in. And they know within themselves that's not who they are. But because people go by what they see, they are cursing those people further. And this is what the issue we're having. Each and every one of us are supposed to walk in a certain way and live in a certain way. And we're all trying to walk with our head tall. But because they're saying, well, that one's poor, because they're saying they're dressed a certain way and that looks poor to them. No, they're not poor. They're just in a certain situation right now. If humanity could be more loving to say, I spread love to that person. But I have to correct myself at times because I'm very much into fashion. So if I see someone that is not dressed up, my mind has been trained to say the POR word. So now I say, and I said, no, that's a lie, because I've been conditioned to speak like that. I said, I spread love to that person. And I turn around whatever the mind is trying to curse me to say. Yeah? Or if I'm in an environment that is not pleasing to me, where there's people that are, look downtrodden, my mindset will be like, sometimes getting a bit agitated, because I know I want to be in a high vibrational situation. But at the same time, I have to spread love and put love in that environment as best as I can. So I have to change things around and don't go by what the eye is seeing, because you've got to remember, my eyes are always looking at richer things. When I say richer things, aesthetically pleasing. Yes? So I hope you understand. I hope I'm not being contradictory. Yeah, because I don't want to be rude to anyone. But what I'm basically saying is, I believe that everybody wants to live aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to say aesthetically pleasing because that's what I like to say. Yes? I think if you could ask someone, if you really, really got the truth out of them, they would say, yes, they would rather live like this than rather live like this. But an illusion has placed people in certain situations. Like I said, with this house, an illusion has created me into this life. I know how it's happened. I'm not going to go into it. But why do people feel so down on themselves? It's because we are living in all different realities. Some look like they've got more than the rest. And then people are looking at that and feeling bad about themselves. No, people, regardless of the situation, this is what my point is. Yes. We have to speak life on the circumstance, and life is how you want it to be. Yes. And I'm having to train myself to say, when I see non-fashion people that are not dressed up, I notice I critique, because I want to see fashion everywhere I go. I love fashion. Yes. I want to see people dressed up wherever I go. So I notice when I'm among people not dressed up, I notice I get down. I get sad. It irritates me. So that is sabotaging me and sending me backwards. And it's not the people. It's just that they obviously don't have much paper. So I have to spread love. That's extra work for me as well. So I have to keep confessing over the people that are around me as well and say they are beautiful, they are lovely, because my perception is used to being around fashion and looking at fashion. Do you understand? So it's not, I don't like people that don't dress up. It's just that my reality is like a model needs to be around other fashion designers. She's not really going to place herself around anything that is not dressed up for too long, that is, because it's going to take her away from her image. And that's what I'm really trying to say. Yes, you need to be strong when you're outside, when you're inside, to be with you, not selfishly, but know yourself. Don't get drawn in by others. Other people always want to join you in. They want you to like what they do. I'm not saying don't like what they do. You might obviously not going to be agreeable with everything. That one's a hard one as well. And we always need to be around who we are, like-minded people. Everyone loves being around like their self because it's just easier that way. Do you understand? Right? We all try to be loving to each and every one. So what I do every day is I send love to the world. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. That's the mantra that you can say, or I send love to the world. It's just as easy as that. I say that all of the time. But there's only so much we can all do, yeah? Because if you're around that group of people, you'll get drawn into their way of thinking. If you're around that group, so you have to understand. That's why I spend 2 to 3 hours a day with myself to understand me. Because I know I get consumed by others. It happens. Everybody got their culture, their religion, their spiritual stuff. Everyone's got their groups. I've said this so much time before. But at the same time, we have to respect each other. And it's not so easy. When you're trying to walk that path and be on that path, you're trying to find your so-called community, tribe, brand, movement. I build brands. I like my brand. It came by accident. I didn't choose it. It's not to the level I want it to be at. But, you know, it just came from nowhere. So it was what I was supposed to be doing. I don't have no support. In the future I will, because I've been seeing, obviously, what I need to do next. But it's come late in life because I wasn't living my truth. So live your truth. Even if it's for 2 to 3 hours a day. Live it. You know, and come back home and live it some more. And create a home where you can live it. If you don't have much money, and do what you can. And then, yes, if you have to do something else to get the money in to fulfill your dreams, do that. Yeah, I've got so much different areas that I work on. Because I think now I've got a little bit, I haven't got time, but I've got more time for YouTube because I've transitioned on here. It's very different. Where I was at, I was doing a lot of self-love, self-care, and because I was hearing a lot of voices at the time, it was horrible what I was going through. It was really horrible. And I had to bring myself back. I haven't gone through very good stuff at all. And I used to smoke. I was going through a lot. You know, and I can't even explain it because it's difficult to explain. But I did log a lot of what I was going through. And then I was growing at the same time. And I appreciate this home. And I've got like a lot of clothes and whatever. And I know what's to do with clothesline. I've got clothesline on my mind. I got multiple businesses on my mind. And it's a lot. But this is coming from the past. You see, people need to understand when you've got a lot on your mind, it's because you have to form something and you need someone to support you. But all these coaches and mentors, they're charging a lot of money. And then you have to organise the life. You need someone to support you with that. I'm building a web page. I'm not doing one-on-ones. I'm just doing events so people can join me. I don't want to do one-on-ones because it's going to take up too much of my time. But I want to support people in organising their mind, so they know their calling. I do transformational coaching, but obviously mindset is all different sections because I've had to learn this. I didn't even know I was a coach back in my day. But when I go back in my days, I see I had those attributes of coach. I had multiple skills. I've got transferable skills. I've got far too many gifts. I got far too much. I didn't realise that because I was into so much. I'm entrepreneur. I've got a lot going for me, but I'm not an entrepreneur where I need to be because it got held back. A lot of people have been held back within themselves. They couldn't become. You're becoming. Still become it. Does it make sense? When I say held back, I'm saying their potential was there as a child, basically. All right? So you look at the gifts, you look at the skills, you look at your child's gift, you look at your child's skills. Like my daughter's going to university, decided 2 years she's going, I think she's 2 or 3, I don't know. She's going to go and do marketing and business. But I understand exactly why now. Before I didn't understand. It was very hard forming her path. My son, now I'm helping him build a business. But that he's 23 now, so that's taken ages as well. And I've had to work on myself and my children. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know it was going to take this long. And working on myself as well. And I've got so much different people. And they didn't understand me, but I had to get them because I said, no, I ain't got time for this. Yeah, this is who I am. This is who I need to be. I should have been this in my 20s. At least a singer. The singer is still not there, but I keep seeing my stages. I'm going to be 50, but I said I'm not going to stop. There's no point. Might as well just get on with it. Music's here. Music is life. You might as well just get on with it. And regardless of how many people want to critique me and say I'm old, because the youth feel it's for them. It's not. It's music. Music didn't say it's got to be for kids. It's called music. It's not called age. So all of this people need to understand. Carry on with your life if it has been held back. Just bloody well get on with it. Don't care if you're 60, 70, 80. I say this all of the time. I say it all of the time. Yeah? So, you need to... I just got a message. You need to become. You're becoming. You're not behind. So that's what I'm saying. With, like I said, with my house and what have you, for years I was down on myself because I just didn't want to live here no more. But I have to be grateful for this house because at least I got a roof over my head. It's not designed the way I want it. I've got a lot of design ideas. I've got a lot, but you need money for all of this stuff. And I can see the way it's going to look and, you know. And you just want it here today, but you just got to keep speaking it. And if you haven't got it at the age you want it, you've just got to forgive yourself for not realising yourself when you was younger. And if you're younger, get on with it. And I'm happy for you. But, you know, my days, I didn't have social media. We didn't have what we have today. So, as an older person, you can't really get at yourself because people have more opportunities today to realise themselves. So be happy for everyone as best as you can. Try and send love to whoever you can. I'm going to end this. It's not a vlog now. It's just talking. End up being talking. And I'm going to start a new video in showing you what I want to show you because it's a lot to do with materials and my hair, and I haven't even got ready. I've got to practice this show. So watch part 2. Okay, and we will have another chat another time. And literally, I'm supposed to put these talks on my second page, but literally, I don't even have time for social media like I wanted to. But I'm planning to get help with social media. That's why I cannot form it the way I want it because it's just too much work for me. And I've got to give a damn about myself. So I just bring what I can. And yes, I'm media trained because I've had to do that for myself. But it's just too much work, the filming, the angles and the scripting. Because I've got other things to do in the background and it. So I wish, and it was hard for me to give it up, but I wasn't seeing the numbers. And I said, you know, I'm not making no money from this, so I cannot give to the level I want because I can't invest in the suppliers, the people that I need to help me. I cannot pay anyone because I haven't got the money to at the moment. Anyway, I want to finish this part of the vlog. I'm going to do part 2, and someone rang me, so I was on the phone to them. So I will see you in the part 2 vlog.